Is that the cave?
Rattlesnake. See it?
Where?
You hear it?
I heard the brush go when the wind. I heard a buzz. It was a grasshopper or the wind.
It was a rattlesnake.
We also keep hearing rattles, and we're not sure if they're rattlesnakes. We don't particularly want to find out. It does it to me. I stick my... You're not even sticking your head... Ah! There he is. Don't move. He's not close, and he's a baby. The western diamondback rattlesnake, or in this case we think it was a prairie rattlesnake, packs enough venom to kill several people, especially when we're this far away from civilization. But they don't like to strike. He will bite the dickens out of you.
I'm not going in that hole.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's ready to strike.
Really?
Yep. He's not that close. Hey buddy. This is Jacob's new pet. I'm gonna take a picture of him. Oh, he doesn't like me at all. There's said to be monstrous bats in these caves.
Yeah, huge bats.
So we're excited to go try to find some bats that aren't like our little bats. These are big boys, they'll dive bomb you, they bite, so we're pretty freaked out about it. There's also rattlesnakes, so that's kind of adventurous for us.
So it looks like we might be able to get through here to them, but I'm not really sure.
But I thought we came from east to west. We're out here looking for some caves in the desert. As you can see, the identifying markers are few and far between. They used to not know how this happened because rocks would travel 30, 50, sometimes a quarter of a mile out here. Started here, moved here. How does this happen? This happens from the rain and the wind, and when it's muddy out here and rainy, and then a big wind will come by and it just moves a rock just a couple inches at a time, sometimes not even that far, sometimes just a millimeter, but over time it slowly pushes its way along. We're out here in a part of the world where these caves do have animals in them, and cats and coyotes, because they're not freezing, they're more room temperature. We're also trying to keep a lookout for snakes because there are rattlesnakes out here.
Found a cool coyote jaw here, and how you can tell it's a coyote jaw is, well, just look at the teeth. A big canine up front, more tiny sharper ones, and then one with a more jagged edge before the back teeth.
We think we see another hole here. There's a cairn. See the rock stacks? They're really interesting looking. These rock stacks are put out here because there's no other way for direction. Back in the olden days before GPS, there was no way to know where you were going. So out here in these massive desert fields, they would build these rock stacks. Some of them identify caves, some of them identify landmarks. If you've ever been in the desert or in Europe, right? Some of the old areas of Europe, you know, rocks are used for fencing, rocks are used for gating, rocks are used for identifying geographic landmarks. We believe this one identifies a cave. We can't find these caves because nobody's been in them since the 70s. This one's completely filled with tumbleweed.
The actions and stunts performed in this video were done so by professionals. Do not enter a cave without a cave tour guide. After an already long day of searching, we finally made our way into the entrance of the unknown cavern. It was our hope that this search would bring us face to face with one of the largest bat species in the United States, the long-eared cave bat.
The most terrifying kinds of caves are these big, huge ones that can be filled with real animals. There's coyotes, there's cats, there's bats, there's snakes, and this tumbleweed, you can see the little path right there. This tumbleweed is so hard to get down through. This cave, far underground, has these very weathered rock formations. Because there are two holes here, the wind probably whipping through here over thousands and thousands of years has sanded these chairs down until this one's like a chair in a bowl. When the lava flow pours through the earth and melts in certain shapes, kind of rounded edges and things like that, but then, this is in the entrance of the cave, wind whips down back and forth through the entrance and weathers these rocks. These are essentially sandblasted rocks over thousands of years. So lava forms them in strange shapes, and then the sandblast comes through.
Here, in the sunlight-starved hallways of darkness, lies colorful arrangements of volcanic shapes and artifacts. It's amazing what just a few thousand years of wind and sand can do to shape a cave.
It's like death. Oh, look at that. Oh, it flew around. Oh, there it is. It did fly by.
Keep your thing on. Video it.
Freeze.
Okay.
You see him?
These tiny bats exist almost everywhere in caves. They're not more than the size of a mouse or so. They're cool little bats. They fill up caves, they hibernate. We've seen them before, but we are looking for something decidedly larger, and we believe this cave will house them. So you guys can see that there's all these bats in here.
The cave bats seemed both playful and curious, dive-bombing Jacob every opportunity they had.
And these lava tubes are smooth and massive, Hopefully you can see a little bit of the river here that snakes through the cave. It's completely dry. We suspect that this is rain runoff when it rains. And how often does it rain out here?
Never.
Pretty much never. But so there's an old river through this cave that goes all the way to the back. These caves are massive. We don't know how long. We know that this series of caves is like 10 to 15 miles long. There's plenty of footprints in here, but water probably just rushes through here every once in a while, pushes the mud along, opens up the river. It's not the squeezy caves that get you, right, Jacob? It's these big open ones that are filled with bats and animals and
Our time had come. Jacob spotted a big-eared bat clinging to the ceiling, dropping down for short flights and reattaching again to his perch above.
Oh, he's moved.
Oh, there he is.
If the bats are flying, you try to videotape them. He's a big guy. Those are not like our bats, are they? You want to go get close to him? I was joking.
He's moving. He's cleaning himself.
So is that your flashlight or mine?
That's yours.
Okay.
Mine
He'll move, and when he moves, you can just duck.
is. There you go.
Though they exude a creepy and menacing presence, in the end, we found the bats more friendly than frightening. They are mostly curious and interesting creatures of the dark, guardians of the cave.
Is he just sleeping? He is big. Is he? Yeah. It's getting lower and lower, so I think this cave's coming to an end, which is fantastic.
I'm doing now
Could be bones
is
in there.
writing in a cave registry. A cave registry is a notebook to write your name in so they could keep track of the people that have been inside the cave. Okay.
Uncle has been harsh with me.
Part of keeping records for caves, like your name, the date,
Can we
see how
surface
many,
there?
how many people go in the cave a year so they can make an average. Also just to see if people can get to the back of the cave. If they're brave enough, you can sign your name in it. Kind of like a reward.
It's quite pretty.
We do not enter caves looking for safety. We enter them looking for strength. And so, while the challenge of the cave is met with determination and exhilaration, the exit of the cave is also met with great happiness.
What a cool cave. Big, nice temperature. Let's go home.
Yep.
90, 96. We're ball hot out here. Don't leave us now. We had a second adventure as we were on our way home. We found something out here in the desert that is absolutely unbelievable. Thank you, Jacob, for getting the gate. We had to open several gates to get through here.
Hey guys, we're out here driving and we just found this random thingy out in the middle of nowhere.
It's a cave.
It is a cave, it's a cave. Let's go check it out, come on. It belongs to an airplane. Oh, okay. Oh goodness, this is cool. I don't know.
Oh, plenty of light. We can sit here.
We could.
Over there. House on test.
Real struggles here. Here we go. Whew. So, we're here. We see this giant thing behind us. Put 2 and 2 together. Big brain time. The fence is crunched, and that log is too. So we're guessing the truck wreck came, ripped it, and this thing rolled off the road over here. That's too high.
Yep, stand on my shoulders. Put your feet there.
Okay.
These are okay if you put your feet on my hands correctly.
That might fall.
Human ladder! the thickness of this steel here, this is like 6 inches thick of steel. This thing's destroyed. This is probably, honestly, $1 million piece of machine. Of probably oil piping or something, Jacob? What do you think? There's Jacob up here. Let me zoom in on you, buddy. This feels so science fiction-y. Quick update on this thing. It looks like they're trying to disassemble it and remove it. Actually, they've opened this up. What they've done is they've created a road because they're going to try to bring in some heavy-duty equipment so that they can get this out of there. And the sun is setting on this beautiful evening. Interesting. Back in town. Coming out of the desert. Well, at least it washes everything away.